Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Armageddon. Today we're going to be featuring a Brawl deck with Zalto, Fire Giant, Duke as our commander as part of our series of Brawl videos featuring commanders from adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Now Zalto is not the most powerful commander as he doesn't have an immediate impact when you play him, and because he has only 3 toughness, he tends to trade down in combat, which would put us at a mana disadvantage. If he can survive damage, however, we gain incremental value by venturing into the dungeon, a mechanic from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms that lets you progress through a dungeon from room to room, gaining a benefit each time you enter a room or complete a dungeon, although Zalto does not also provide any payoffs for venturing into the dungeon. We have some mana acceleration to help us play our 5 mana commander ahead of schedule. Chrome Mox can allow us to have explosive starts, while we also have most of the 2 mana ramp artifacts on Arena: Arcane Signet, Cold Steel Heart, Guardian Idol, Mind Stone, Solar Transformer, and the Iron Crag. Next we have equipment, a handful of other ways of giving our creatures, mainly our commander, evasion. Blacksmith's Talent creates a sword equipment token when it enters, and can be leveled up to attach an equipment to a creature for free, as well as to give equipped creatures double strike and haste. Manifold Key can make a creature unblockable, as can Key to the City if we discard a guard. Key to the City also lets us draw a card at the cost of 2 mana when it untaps. Zephyr Boots, Aeronaut's Wings, and Cloak of the Bat give the equipped creature flying, while Hexgold Halberd enters attached to a Rebel token and gives the equipped creature first strike and trample. Lizard Blades is a double striking creature that can be reconfigured to give another creature double strike. While Tulanali's Crown buffs the creature it enchants and gives it trample, it also deals 1 damage to the creature it enchants, so it can trigger our commander's ability to venture into the dungeon. Lorien Brooch, aka Trailblazer's Boots, lets the equipped creature attack unopposed if the opponent controls a non-basic land, while the new Samurai's Katana from Final Fantasy comes equipped to a hero token, buffing the equipped creature and giving it trample and haste. The new side quest Play Blitzball from Final Fantasy buffs one of our creatures at the beginning of combat, and if we deal at least 6 combat damage to the opponent, transforms into World Champion Celestial Weapon, buffing power and giving double strike. Two-Handed Axe has an adventure, Sweeping Cleave, that gives a creature double strike as a combat trick, and doubles the power of an attacking creature it is equipped to, while the new Buster Sword from Final Fantasy provides a substantial buff to the creature it is equipped to, and if that creature hits the opponent, it draws a card and lets us potentially cast a spell for free. Mithril Coat can be flashed in and equipped to our commander for free, giving the equipped creature indestructible, while Sword of Vengeance buffs the equipped creature's power and gives a host of keywords. Leyline Axe can be put from our hand onto the battlefield for free if it is in our opening hand, and buffs the creature it is equipped to and gives double strike and trample, while finally, Ember Cleave can be flashed in and attached to a creature for free, buffing the equipped creature and giving it double strike and trample. Next, we have a lot of combat tricks and other effects that give a creature first strike or double strike. We have several tricks at 1 mana that give first strike, usually until end of turn, sometimes with additional effect. Coming in Hot, Daring Escape, Heightened Reflexes, Kindled Fury, Kindled Heroism, Precise Strike, Quick Draw, and Storm Strike. At the beginning of combat on our turn, Blood Mist gives a creature double strike until end of turn, while Most Valuable Slayer gives an attacking creature a boost to its power and first strike until end of turn. This room enchantment can be played first as Ticket Booth, which manifests Dread, meaning we choose one of our top 2 cards and put it face down on the battlefield as a 2/2 creature, and the other card into our graveyard, and then we can later unlock the Tunnel of Hate Half, which gives one of our attacking creatures double strike until end of turn. Finally, Lunar Frenzy can be a massive pump spell that also gives the creature a target's first strike and trample. Next, we have plenty of interaction to help us survive until we can play our commander. Many of these spells are sweepers that deal 2 damage to each creature, which triggers Zalto's ability to venture into the dungeon when he takes damage, but without killing him. The new fire magic from Final Fantasy deals progressively more damage the more mana we spend to cast it with the new tiered mechanic, while Reckless Rage deals 4 damage to an opposing creature and 2 damage to one of our creatures, so it is perfect when Zalto is in play. Our spells that deal 2 damage to each creature, several of which can be cast at instant speed, include Cinderclasm if it is kicked, Pyroclasm, Caught in the Crossfire, Fiery Cannonade, Flame Sweep, Into the Fire, Vampire's Vengeance, Volcanic Fallout, and Wildfire Howl. Fall of the Hammer and Rabid Gnaw let one of our creatures deal damage equal to its power to another creature. Rabid Gnaw also boosts our creature's power. Meanwhile, if we cast Zalto when Sarkon's Unsealing is in play, it deals 4 damage to the opponent and to all their creatures and planeswalkers. When the Elder Dragon War enters, we can choose to start with any chapter, between dealing 2 damage to each creature, discarding cards to draw cards, or creating a flying dragon token, while Burning Anger lets the enchanted creature tap to deal damage equal to its power to any target. Finally, Squash can be cast with a massive discount while our commander is in play, and deals 6 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Next, we have ways of increasing how much damage we do. Mechanized Warfare increases the damage our red sources deal to the opponent or their permanents by 1, and Torbrand, Thane of Red, fell by 2. Gratuitous Violence doubles how much damage our creatures do, while Fiendish Duo doubles how much damage we deal to the opponent. Finally, we have a couple of card draw effects. Tome of Legends, which picks up page counters when our commander enters or attacks, and we can remove those counters to draw cards. And the One Ring, which gives us protection from everything when we play it until our next turn, draws a number of cards equal to the number of burden counters on it, and deals damage to us at the start of our turn equal to the number of burden counters on it as well. As with all our monocolored decks, we have mostly basic lands, in this case mountains, along with Fabled Passage and Prismatic Vista to search them up. Our other lands include Arena of Glory, which can be exerted to give a creature haste, and Castle Embereth to pump our creature's power. Normally, Castle Embereth is better if you are attacking with multiple creatures, but with all our effects that give double strike or double damage, the boost to power from the castle can matter. Den of the Bugbear is a creature land that can help us close out games if we can't get there with our commander. Bonder's Enclave lets us draw cards with our commander in play. Plaza of Heroes and Tyrite Sanctum can protect Zalto, while Rogue's Passage can make a creature unblockable. So that's our Zalto deck. Now it's time to take it into the queue and play some games. On the play, facing a 3 toughness commander. So Caught in the Crossfire, Fiery Cannonade, not looking too good. We don't have ramp, but we don't have that much ramp. You might be worth including more ramp, but then you're diluting the game plan of the deck. Anyway, I think we take our free mulligan and look for something with a better early play than just key to the city and then not doing anything until we get Zalto in play. Alright, I think we'll try this. I don't want to go down to 6 on the play. Alright, we've got Most Valuable Slayer. Alright, we draw Mind Stone, that's nice. Bartolome is interesting, but it makes sense in a deck that wants to reanimate artifacts. Alright, we draw land. Let's play Zalto while opponent's tapped out. Volcanic Fallout, unfortunately, Bartolome is now too big because, of course, they had a creature with Persist. Opponent doesn't have removal for Zalto. Raids is fine. We'll take 4. One ring. I think we equip Zephyr Boots, attack with Zalto, hope to hit land, so we can play a 4-drop. We don't hit land. I think we ditch most. Let's ditch Volcanic Fallout. Not drawing land was pretty bad. Take 7. Opponent sacrifices Bartolome. That's a bit of a surprise, to be honest. Clean sweep. We'll draw to try and hit our land drop. We don't. Alright, there's land. Alright, and then we just need Zalto to survive one more turn, play Fiendish Duo. Zalto does double damage. Alright. Cephalopod Sentry is kind of annoying here. Opponent has to jump. Let's scry. Don't need fire magic. Don't need pyroclasm. Alright, and having Fiendish Duo is good insurance in case opponents got removal for Zalto. And we get there! Alright. Well, I consider that pretty lucky. We'll take it. On we go. On the draw. No ramp, but I don't have that much ramp that I can expect to start with ramp in my hand, opening hand every time. Facing Ishin, Two Heavens is 1. So my removal, Reckless Rage will be good against Ishin. And then opponent might be playing a bunch of cheap creatures to go with Ishin, so Pyroclasm into the fire might be good. So I think we'll keep this. Sword of Vengeance. Looks like opponent's going with a legendary theme. I think we'll get Fabled Passage out of the way. We don't really need Zephyr Boots right now, although I think it'll be good in this matchup. I will say Clive's Hideaway not a really good fit in a deck that wants to play a 3-color commander. Alright, another land is nice. Another colorless land. Alright, so Tome of Legends will draw end of turn, rather than play Sword of Vengeance. Quick draw. Alright, we'll play Den of the Bugbear here. Play Sword of Vengeance. The opponent hasn't really done much of anything. Alright. Mission's only 3 power. Anyway, I think we'll try Zalto here. Opponent's got removal for Zalto, which is unfortunate, but at least it's Path to Exile, so we get a land. So that'll make it easier to recast Zalto. In War Leader. Most Valuable Slayer. So I think we need to clear opponent's board. Having to 2-for-1 ourselves to do so was a bit unfortunate. And then we'll draw to try and hit our land drop, which we do. Opponent still can't cast their commander. It's O'Hare Talk. Phyrexian Tower. Opponent keep having cheap removal for our commander is pretty annoying. But they are down to 1 card in hand. Alright, we'll try Zalto again, and hopefully opponents run out of removal. We've been lucky to hit our land drops. Tome of Legend's been actually pretty useful. Alright, opponent can play Ishin. I don't know why they didn't attack with O'Hare Talk. And then Reckless Rage is an instant. We'll equip Zephyr Boots. Play Gratuitous Violence. If I equip Sword of Vengeance, we'll deal 18 points of damage. And then Caught in the Crossfire, don't need. And then we've got Vigilance and First Strike. And of course they had bone splinters. Alright, let's see here. I've got 10 mana. On a set of cards. Alright, so despite opponent having lots of cheap removal for Zalto, we managed to get there. Zalto just needed to get one good hit in, and we could close out the game with another creature. We were lucky to hit our land drop since we didn't get any ramp. And then Tome of Legends was sneakily good because that helped us draw into the cards we needed, especially our lands. Anyway, on we go. On the draw, 4 lands is nice, but I don't have a creature to go with Reckless Rage, and I'll probably need some interaction. Opponent's likely to be playing lots of elves. So I think we look for a hand with one of our sweepers. Alright. And we've got Chrome Mox for ramp. So I guess we'll ditch Ticket Booth Tunnel of Hate. Although we don't have to make a decision until turn 3, unless we have reason to play Chrome Mox sooner. But anyway, this is keepable. Opponent's got Llanowar Elves on 1, that's pretty good. Alright, caught in the crossfire. Gotta check what opponent's creature types are, because this deals damage to either outlaws or non-outlaws, or both, but you need 4 mana to do both. So we could be playing Chrome Mox next turn. Opponent can ramp out a 3-drop. Elvish Archdruid. Alright, so that's good enough. I think we fire off Caught in the Crossfire here. And then I think I'll exile Stormstrike. Because I've got plenty of more 1-mana combat tricks. And I think I don't want opponent untapping with Archdruid. Even though it's possible I could catch a bunch more creatures. And then if we don't need to play Elder Dragon War, we can play the One Ring. And that's enough for opponents. Alright. Sometimes you just need to disrupt the ramp. We'll take it. On we go. On the play, we've got Wildfire Howl to clean up small creatures. I do like having ramp in my opening hand. And we have 3 lands. And we've got a early threat. So I think this is keepable. facing Geese the Hellraiser. So we'll need to get some evasion for Zalto. Alright, we'll be able to play Zalto on 4. Hopefully opponent doesn't have a lot of removal. That was actually fine. I'm quite happy to draw land. Death Baron. Blood Mist. Let's get Zalto out there. Do I attack with the Rebel token? I think we leave it back. And we'll have to hope opponent doesn't have removal for Zalto here. Wouldn't mind a combat trick. Alright, Gutter Bones is fine. Buster Sword, you say? I can play and equip Buster Sword. Looks like opponent can do something at instant speed. So maybe I equip the Rebel token. And because we have first strike, the opponent doesn't gain life. I don't think I want to cast anything, so I think we'll leave it for now. opponent doesn't do anything. They can play Gisa here. They do. Gisa's got Ward 2, so I'll have to let this go because I can't kill her with Reckless Rage. Preferred land. Alright, can I play Blood Mist and Reckless Rage? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can't. I guess I could play Reckless Rage for free with Buster Sword. Alright, so right now we're doing 14, 19 damage. And then I'll be able to put Gratuitous Violence into play because it costs 5 mana. And that'll happen after first strike damage resolves. So then Zalto will hit again. Oh, and that's enough. Alright, yeah, I think we figured it out. I think opponent was dead. And I guess opponent obviously felt that the same way too. We'll take it. On we go. On the play, wouldn't mind removal for the Emperor of Palamecia, but we've got Solar Transformer for ramp, Mechanized Warfare, Tome of Legends. I think we'll try it. Alright, and then Wildfire Howl is good because that lets us remove Emperor. Drawing land was great. And then Emperor's got prowess, so if they cast a non-creature spell, I really want to cast my commander next turn, so I think we Wildfire Howl this turn. We don't need to give a card. So far, our opponent hasn't played any non-basic lands. So hopefully they get a desert here. They do not. Plays Reckless Lackey. Opponent replays the Emperor Palmecia, so they are tapped out. So the opponent only having basics is definitely unfortunate. Opponent takes double damage and doesn't block. Opponent's got up to 5 mana. Opponent's got 3 mana. Fortunately, they were not able to cast a non-creature spell of at least 4 mana. Firemander can deal 3 damage to each creature. Opponent has to block, but we're going to trample over and we're dealing double damage, and Mechanized Warfare deals an extra damage. I'm not sure why I'm having to manually assign damage here. Little scry. Land is good. And then I think I haven't drawn land for turn. The opponent has to tap out if they want to play their commander. Plays Solfim. Alright, opponent replays Emperor. Equips Boots, so they have 1 mana. Opponent blocks with everyone. Let's see, they've got 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and then I can cast Fire Magic for 0, and it'll deal 1 damage to each creature, and that'll kill Emperor, Reckless Lackey, and Silver Deputy. Alright. Alright. So that was our Zalto deck, and I have to say it did better than expected. We probably lucked out that we didn't face too many opponents with lots of removal for our commander, although our deck did prove to be pretty resilient against that one deck that did remove Zalto 3 times. Having the most valuable Slayer in that matchup proved to be very useful. And then having evasion is pretty key. But anyway, this deck worked out better than I thought it would. Still not sure Zalto's the best choice as a commander, but things worked out pretty well, so might be better than I'm giving him credit for. Anyway, we'll take it. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see another commander from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, or maybe from a different set, like the new Final Fantasy set, let me know in the comments. And have a good one. Bye.